so much, and I feel like everyone enjoys my makeup videos most, so that's what we're gonna do, because I also haven't been super inspired by like products and stuff recently because of my skin and my dermatologist, so I can't use any other skincare than what he prescribes me. And then with makeup, it just like kind of all falls under the same tree to me. But I went a little rogue and bought like a ton of products this weekend, and this is not even close to everything. I also have a whole nother probably 5 things for my hair I bought. Like, I got some new little perfumes to try. But anyway, I thought I'd try the makeup right now. One of them I'm really excited about. It's the Mary Phillips foundation. And they didn't have my shade in stock like right when it came out, but now they do. I got 150N neutral. Oh, I'm just like so excited to try things. Like, I'm rushing into stuff. Okay. I don't know what I want to start with. I have been on a skincare journey, and so with that, I have learned you don't need to put 10,000 pounds of hydration on your skin. And this might just be for acne. I don't really see the harm in doing it if you don't have acne. I don't think it's as necessary, and I've also been kind of learning how to do makeup without doing that, because I used to just put a ton of products and basically all they did was like make my skin look like an ice skating rink, and I don't think that's necessary, and I think that can give you long-term acne, to be honest. But I think everyone just says like if you don't have skin prep, like then you're doing your makeup wrong. Katie Jane, I think her name is like a really she's a really good makeup artist, and she's not big on skin prep. I think she's probably one of the best makeup artists out there. She's really like educational on her page too. Like, she doesn't do her makeup even close to the way that every influencer does out there, so just do it that way you will. If I was doing full glam, I would have spot corrected those red marks, but I'm just going to work today, and I haven't really been wearing makeup to work to begin with, so that's also one thing about me is like I don't do my makeup the same way probably any day, which I think is really uncommon. I like to change the coverage depending on the kind of day I'm gonna have. Also, really underrated player in the game is this Lip Ivy NYX stain. They just came out with a few more colors, and one of them is like my perfect lip color. It's called Petal Pouring. It's just a lot cooler than all the other shades that came out first, and it really does work. It stains your lips, and it's so much easier than the peel off stuff, and it's really great. I have another drugstore favorite. Also, before I put that on, I put on the new Rhode. I put on the new Rhode Peptide Lip Boost. I really like this. I think it's super sticky, so it stays on really well. I can always tell in the next morning when I wore it, which is really nice. I'm not totally sold on the mask yet. Don't really think it didn't like what it said it was going to. But I only tried it 2 or 3 times, and every time I did, it was not like right when I woke up. I think I like was pretty awake. Okay, I'm trying the Glossier concealer because my skin has just changed, whether I'm like getting older or I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but I wanted something a little bit more like fluid. I will say my Natasha Denona concealer is the only concealer I've ever enjoyed. I'm going to go straight into the pot with a brush versus my finger. I also don't know how this shade's going to be. It's a little light, but it's really hard nowadays because women are running these makeup companies, and they know, especially like the marketing teams, know exactly what to tell women, what they want and what a product will do. And so I think every single item out there has like a really good marketing tactic and strategy of telling you what this product will do for you. And that is how I used to really pick my products, is because I think people were like not as good as that at that. And so if this product really, it said what it did, it was really for that actual thing. And that's not really the case anymore. They just glam up the wording, and it's just kind of a lot. I like this concealer for me, to be honest. I'd love to see how it does throughout the day, because I kind of think that's where like my Natasha got a little, I don't know, I don't even want to say bad things about Natasha, so I take it back. Okay, so basically this was a little bit of underpainting, and I'm going to try Mary Phillips foundation. I really wanted that brush that she used or made. The concept of it makes a lot of sense to me. I know it seems weird to have like a big, or not even a big, like a small angled fluffy brush as your foundation brush, but I totally get it if this is the foundation I think it's gonna be. But this was a much cheaper version, and it was a new drop from Real Techniques. This is a skin tint based brush, and this to me is kind of a similar concept. I know this is like basically exactly what that refry brush is. However, I returned that brush after one try. I did not like it, so who knows. Okay, it says say you need to shake the product really well. Okay, I hope that's enough. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. That was like 1.5 pumps. Oh, look at that. Yes. It's like bubbling. Okay. Oops. Oh wow, this is amazing. I did this kind of technique with my, okay, so we're gonna coat all the bristles again and do this other side. I'm really not applying any pressure. It's easy to do that with this brush because you can feel that you're still in the white bristles versus the black. So far I'm really excited and really liking the way it looks. I used Giorgio Armani forever. It was the only foundation that I would even wear. Like, it was the only foundation that made me wear foundation. It was so flawless on my skin until like a year ago. And I think it's more my skin has changed. I know they reformulated, but I don't think I bought the reformulation. I don't think that's the culprit. I'm scared of the new formulation, to be honest. Even though most people are saying it's better. Just not so sure. But so that's a fallen soldier to me, and it just has made me like, I have not been wearing foundation at all, but what I have been wearing over foundation is their skin tint. This has absolutely changed my life. This has a fragrance, so I know it'll like scare some people, but if you can get past that, insane. I might wear them on my wedding day, I'm not sure. We'll see how this does. Okay. So far, I'm really excited, and I think this brush was a good add to it. I'm okay with a glowy look, but I do not like the feeling of like a super glowy product, especially with wearing a ton of hydrating products, skin prep underneath. That is just like gross, and it gets in your hair and it like doesn't stay, and it's just kind of dumb, and it honestly does not look natural to me. Like, it doesn't look skin-like like at all. A satiny finish does look natural to me. I'm by no means, I swear I was like the first girl probably in like my school to be like, I am not putting on matte products, like I'm not wearing matte foundation, all those things. So I'm by no means a lover of matte drugstore products. I'm obsessed with. I just bought this too. I just wanted some like easy products to have in my like workout gym bag, makeup bag. So I just bought this because I actually was like swatched it and I was like, oh, that's really great. The colors are the most perfect mix of cool and warm. This is supposed to be contour, but like this is the best bronzer situation. I like have to show. It is similar, like the colors are similar to Rare. I love her new contour stick, I think she calls it. It just, to me, like didn't stay good enough. It was like so easy to blend, so easy to put on, but I was like, this is gonna rub off in like 0.5 seconds, and it did for me, but I could have given it another shot. There's so many products out there, I didn't have the time to like go back to it. So this is the About Face, and my color is Beach Goth. But it is literally like the best bronzer stick, contour stick I like my Westman Atelier. I don't think Westman Atelier works very well if you're going to use a bunch of hydrating skin prep. It'll just kind of tug at your skin, but since I don't, it works really well with my more of a satin finish skin, and it lasts all day. So love that. I don't love the shades. I do know she just dropped a few, so I'm really excited to try a new one. I probably would have brought it, but they didn't have it in stock when I looked. Okay, for blush, I actually like this a little bit more in the summer, but I have to put like good makeup in my makeup, I'm sorry, in my gym bag, otherwise I won't actually use it. So I put this in there, my About Face, and then this Hourglass skin tint that I actually really love. I've had it for like 2 years though, and so I've gone back and forth with it. This is the Tan Lines from Rhode, and this is actually just a really good product. You have to love your shade though, otherwise I think it's really stupid to just like have this to have it. I bought this because people were saying it's really similar to She's Blushing from Patrick Ta. That is like my wedding shade. That's what I'll wear on my wedding day. It's just really complements my skin tone. And I always run out of the cream faster than the powder, so I thought like this was nice, and it turned out to be like a really nice formulated product. I like it. I usually go a little bit up here on my forehead with my blush, even in the winter. I think it just does, it makes it look more natural. I'm not trying to look like I just went on vacation, but it looks a little like full glam to just have like blush right here. I don't think I have my Tried and True up here, but I will put on a little bit of eyeshadow. I think you need a swipe of bronzer or something on your eyelids. I think it's the same thing as like girls not even putting like lip gloss on their lips with a full beat. Like, it is so wrong to me. I think it's because girls think it makes them look tanner, or just it makes them look paler if they have a darker lip on. It just, please don't do that. So this is actually like a lighter shade, which isn't exactly always what I do. This is the other thing I do, but this shade complements really well, and I think it just kind of like makes it look like I tried more than I did in the right way. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with, actually I'm gonna mix all of those. I'm just gonna kind of sweep up here on my brow bone. And then a little bit more of this one. The darkest one on that top row. Lovely. And then I'm also going to take that darker one underneath my lash line. I do this even if I'm not going to wear mascara. I think it just emphasizes your eyes a little bit more. Most of the time I take a darker shade than that, but I'm just not going to today. I did pick up this just because I can put them in my travel bags and stuff. So I got a almost like a yellow banana color and a pink. Guess we will try them. Ooh, I just powder is just so much work. The only one I've actually ever loved, like all around, I'm not giving excuses of like, but the shades aren't great, is the Fenty, whatever you want to call that. I don't really know. So since this is a loose powder, it's more so for like baking, which I'm also not a huge fan of. That was really pretty. I'm just big on like every powder I try adds to my texture. It doesn't get rid of it. It just gets rid of the oil or like the shine that I just made with a product I was trying to get rid of my texture with. So like, what is the point of that? I will say most powders, like, the issue is always right at the beginning. So since this is not doing it at the beginning, I don't really feel like it's just gonna grow into one and give me texture as it sets in, but you never know. It's pretty though. Maybe it would do well with just like a swiping method, which I'd prefer. That'd be really nice. I don't love having to put powder right under my eyes because I think it takes a little bit of life away. I just kind of like it like more so right here because I have really large pores. This might ruin our makeup, but we're gonna try anyway. This is a like blurring, illuminating primer, and it is so insane for something that's illuminating. Okay, I think that totally just added some life back. Much better. Okay, I just had to show off. This is after all day.
I was her dog walker back in the neighbor, and so I was like 8 years old.
Looks pretty good.